Oh, heavy bolter. That's killed.
Let's get to it.
Oh crap. Okay, let's see. We need this one here.
What?
There we go. Chain lightning.
Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps. The Emperor has a step towards our ultimate victory.
Okay, let's see if we can.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Rejoice! Defiance is futile.
Critical. Let's shoot.
If I may.
There we go. Good job. Alright, so I don't know, maybe we'll just focus on the boss with her.
Doubt is for the weak.
There we go.
That is not the Emperor's will.
3 AP, that's a lot of... Okay.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Let's see what we got here. We take both of those out. Hopefully.
Victory is imminent. Took care of this one.
One died at least.
Indeed.
Let's get to it.
Yes, shoot the boss.
I've summoned us.
Oh crap.
Here we go. Hold on.
Fate shields me.
Yeah, the last guns really screw you up
I know what
when they
needs to
hit.
come.
So he killed his friend.
Will do. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Let's see here. We've reloaded.
And so shall it be done. Actions will speak louder than words.
One more shot. No entrenchment. Let's get another shot.
Rejoice in service. And so you have been judged and found wanting.
Done. Let's get
I am a navigator. Know your
13.
place.
Okay, so we need to reload.
I'll do
One
it.
shot. Boom. No! God damn it. That was a mistake. Oh well. Okay, so
It will be done. I will do my duty.
Duty!
One view at a time.
There we go. Let's loot. Let's hope he dropped that bolter. I want it. Bringer heretic bolter. Of course. Can't use heretic stuff. That totally makes sense. I wasn't too 6 to 9 damage, that's very low. But it shoots 8 bullets. So it's the amount of bullets. 8 times 6 is pretty good.
Know your duty.
To the void ship bridge. Thanks be to the Emperor, you're alive, your lordship. We are almost gratified by your return. And the crew is full of zeal to carry out any orders you may have. Do we have any hope of retaking the planet? I fear that Rika Minoris is lost. The situation is deteriorating by the minute. We must leave the system as soon as possible. However, there are still people on the planet who have not succumbed to the heresy and who is worthy of rescue, besides the small number of our own shuttles. We also have the shuttle salvaged from the starport. The dark eyes of Sister of Battle flash. We must save as many as we can. This has all happened for a reason. Saint Argenta, whose name I carry with reverence and trepidation, is framed for saving the people of a dying world through the power of prayer. The God Emperor himself sent a star from the heavens that lifted the saint and her followers up in the sky, to the sky, away from corruption and death. We must do as she did, direct all our efforts at saving those people who at this moment look to the heavens in hope of salvation. The lives of peasants are of little value. Our prime objective is to save the holy relic, the miraculous fusion reactor, the elector priests who guard it and tend to it. Every moment we spend in proximity to a dying world, we're putting ourselves at risk. Your life, Lord Captain, is far more valuable than all of Rikad Minoris. The von Valancius dynasty cannot be allowed to perish. And so, lamentably, Lamentable? Though it is, we must rule out the idea of any evacuation. The world is doomed, and its inhabitants all along with it. The disappearance of the star was the final nudge towards death. The finale of the Cult of the Final Dawn's plan. I once witnessed a similar event on a world that had surrounded to the servants of the Archenemy, and permitted corruption to enter too deep. At this moment, millions of people are bowing down. Those who perish promised them salvation. Let's see, I dropped the ball, told him. At this moment, millions of people are bowing down before those who promised them salvation, and they are willingly giving over their souls to chaos. A sacrifice great enough to bring forth a demon world. Our only hope of stopping this process is to retreat to a safe distance from the planet and conduct a targeting bombing of the Electropriest's monastery. If we blow up the reactor, a thermonuclear reaction will follow. The world's oxygen will evaporate, killing off the entire biosphere. In doing this, we will save millions of souls from the fate far worse than death, and we will save Reich minors from becoming an outpost of the arch enemy. Oh, the shit. Exterminatus. Whatever fate you choose for this world, I urge you to make haste, Lord Captain. The planet is burning in raging flashes of crimson and purple. I can see it even from orbit, as do I see that the storm is already upon us. With every moment that we waste, it grows even more difficult and perilous to steer the ship through the warp, turbulent currents. I'm with the lady on this. Enough talk. We need to get out of here while we still can. Something lurking in the depths of your consciousness brittles at the passing thought of saving people. The spike of horror you feel takes your breath away, as if you are planning to steal their prey of a mighty predator. The planet already wrapped in a thread stretching out from the warp. It deserves a new master. Something lurking in the depths of your consciousness brittles at the passing thought of saving people. The strike of horror you feel takes your breath away. It is as if you're planning to steal the prey of a mighty predator. Dogmatic. I'm not dogmatic though. Which of the planet's inhabitants can we evacuate? The nobles you rescued at the starport has given the coordinates of shelters where we can find surviving aristocrats and their families. As for the common people, saving them will not be possible. We cannot control the crowds. They will push on to the shuttles and overload them, making it impossible to take off. Thanks to you, we have salvaged many shuttles from the starport that we can now use. Why can we not try to evacuate at least some of the people? For the simple reason that the transformation process will soon become irreversible and our sole weapon against it useless. The energy released by the bombardment could stroke the warp energies. I have never witnessed the aftermath of bombing a demon world before, but there is enough evidence of such attempts for me to say with confidence that you do not want to see it. Seems like we're going dogmatic on this one. Yes, Lord Captain, I will immediately inform the navigator and artillery decks of the impending maneuver. The right choice, Lord Captain. May the sacred exterminatus cleanse this veil of corruption. The bridge is in upheaval. The technomat's prayers mix together in a senseless cacophony, while servitors work hastily to remove the hardened crust of sacred urgents from the warp engine's components. In the middle of all this tumult stands Pascal with a data slate clutched in his hand, seemingly disconnected from the flurry of activity around him. What is going on here? The warp sextant is not responding to commands. The ship's spirit is rejecting our prayers in anger. I'm currently calculating a plea that might appease the noble spirit. Magos, why don't you assume control of the technomats? Surely their contribution will speed things up. They would only be a hindrance. I am searching for a way to rectify the error. Pascal is muttering without taking his eye off the data slate. There is a certain anxiousness to the way he moves his mechadentrals. Pascal, this is now your ship and your temple, so start acting like it, you blasted cog. You are right, this is my temple. Take comrades, heed my instructions. The mayhem immediately subsides and the crew actions fall into some indiscernible logic. The Omnissiah servants start working in sync and the Binharic clamor becomes a symphony of reports, with the Magos coordinates like a skillful conductor. Admirably done, Pascal. The Omnissiah guides me. The prayer of the tech priest surrounding the cogitators almost drown in the sound of the bristling bridge behind you. Pascal, poring intently over the data slate in his hand, extends a mechadorite forward you. Please take your place at the cogitator, Lord Captain. First explain what we're doing. I studied the data and discovered a machine node that was damaged as a result of the heritage sabotage. The functioning of the warp sextant was tampered with and the ship's spirit aggravated by the violation of the right of operation. Is now rejecting its calculations. I sought a way to rectify this error and I've concluded that your participation is necessary to do so. The cognitator system of this temple of the Omnissiah are supported to the shell whose repository serves the machine we see before us. A machine created for your predecessors and one that uses the biological signatures of dynastic blood in its computations. The spirit should recognize the ship's master and submit to its will. Should Pascal speaks the final word with a slight tremor in his hypnotic voice. Step up to the cognitator. The huge machine in front of you is lit with dozens of windscreen and hundreds of lumens. The blinking lights and endless rush of symbols and digits on the screen background makes your eye water, and a vague sense of alarm shimmers in the depths of your mind. The typical reaction of a layperson when confronted with the magnitude of the Omnisci's creation. Among the numerous controls, you see the mouth of a cyber gargoyle, the same as at the gate of Warren Chamber. Pascal's voice becomes imbued with an infurious force. Servants of the machine god, heed my command. Acolytes, prepare the incense, instrumentation for the liturgy of the machine spirit's propitiation. Don't know. Senior technomats, recite the prayer to generate a current data report. Operations will be marked with a campanological protocol. Omniscia rejoice. I must inform you that the purpose of safety, complete reassembly of the warp sextant and updating to its datasmith blessing are required. If this is not done, then at launch the volume of aggregate calculation errors could result in the destructions of the data crypts. But as we do not have 100 hours at our disposal, we must omit this procedure. Pascal looks down at the data slate in his hands. A minor deviation from the right of operations for the sake of appeasing the spirit. What must I do? Place your hand inside the throat of the cognitator guardian, the cyber gargoyle, which has been assigned to guard the forbidden data crypts. The dynastic blood extracted from your veins will serve as key to the data core where the machine spirit dwells. To it we will offer our prayers so that we may bypass the protective protocol for defective connections and launch the warp sextant. Pascal's voice grows quieter. The laws of the Omniscia knows no exceptions, and so in this ritual I will remain at your side to placate the wrathful machine spirit in whose abode you will be intruding. Following my liturgies, Lord Captain, and may we receive his blessing. Place your hand in the cyber gargoyle's mouth. The metal jaw clamps down on your hand, breaking your deliberate corporeal sheath and releasing warm red liquid into its gullet. At the same moment, the image on the vid screen before you changes. By my authority, I revoke the inviolability protocol of the warp engine. One of the cognitators' windscreens turns red. Pascal sees this and raises his hand, signaling to the rest of the tech priests, then withdraws the connector from his sleeve and connects it to the machine. Servants of the Omniscia, make now the offering of cleansed data crypts to the machine spirit, so that it may be filled with their true and calibrated data. May the Omniscia have mercy on our souls. In meek solemnity, the acolytes offer up the cleansed data crypts to the warp engine, one after another, repeating prayers of exhalation. After anointed contacts with the secret urgent, Pascal inserts them into the cognitator slots. Your head begins to spin from the holy sensor's foul-smelling clouds of smoke and from the loss of the blood that the cyber gargoyles continue to drink from you. And the world swims before your eyes. Let this mechanism awaken in renewed purity. Say nothing and do not interfere. A few seconds later, continue. The mass of errors in the warp sextant's calculation is destroying the data repositories. The offering did not appease the ship spirit. The warp engine cannot be filled with the motive force. We are trapped. Perhaps an alternative Rise-On protocol or an emergency launch of the auxiliary coils. Read the information on the windscreen. Query, what query? The cognitative surface squeaks quietly in its joints, a sound that is drowned out by binaric hymns and tapping of command runes. Injury, rescue quarry. O hallowed machine spirit, in the name of the Omnisci and the Emperor, reveal unto us your power and guard us against our doom. Pascal echoes your sentiment with the triumphant sound of Binharic hymn. Pascal's next vocalization goes unsynthesized as he sees the vidscreen begin to stabilize one after another. The strings frequently gallop across the green background, are replaced with stable images or regularly updated status reports. Only one monitor remains inexplicably red. Registering warp sextant activated, registering data stream stabilization, registering 0 data error found, reporting the warp engine is ready for translation. I'm also reporting evidence of indicating a category of 3 miracle fulfilling the criterion. Thou shalt witness the mechanism that toils in glorification of its function and its defiance of deviation. Lord Captain, Raver here. The crew are almost finished carrying out the orders given earlier, and I've just received confirmation from the engineering halls. I don't know what you did, but the warp engine is up and raring to go. We're ready to begin the translation to the warp, Your Lordship. Contact Reaver. The Lord Captain speaking. I gave the order to commence translations to the warp. Waiting for you to ascend the Captain's throne, Lord Captain. May the Emperor protect us.